All right, is the sound working now? Is the sound working now? No, I'm not on my phone now. Is the sound working now? You got fresh picture of me. I'm waving at you, right? I'm waving, right? Yeah, I started a new one.
Sure, it's 1,000 millions. I don't think so. Sometimes I lose myself in the thrill of the deal. Goosebumps. Goosebumps must be Cole's end of season event. Goosebumps must be Cole's end of season event. Goosebumps must be Cole's end of season event.
All right, I got sound now. Try finding my new feed, Shirley. All right, you're here. You must have left the room. Huh, it's not showing you up top. I see you down here where you're typing, though. There was 4 people here at once, but the sound wasn't working. Does this picture look better or worse than the first one, Shirley? You think it's better picture? Well, all you guys got to do is mute your phones and then there won't be no echo. My microphone's picking it up off of your phone. I told you can mute your phones. Are you here too, Savannah? Neither one of you are listening. All right. I don't know if putting a scheduled start time makes it any easier for people to find than doing a just starting like I did. Well, I did announce it. I made an announcement this morning because there were like 4 people here at once, but the other one should be dead. Hey, this is all new to me. I got somebody here now, unless that's you. Because I'm not seeing a new name down at the bottom. But I don't know if these other people would have the chat turned on because the one number up there just appeared. I'm just trying to figure this out if you're somebody here that I don't know or that does know me even. But I'm not sure if on TV that you'll show up in the chat down there at the bottom. So I just do not know if the one number I've got up here, I've got a 1 up here, but I'm not sure if that's my wife who's also in the chat or if that's somebody else that's here. So I do not know. Trying to learn about this stuff, trying to do a live stream. If you're in the room up here, this is number 1, let me know. Turn on the chats or throw a thumbs up or something. Not you, Shirley. So anyhow, just trying to get it figured out. Yeah? Why, did you leave the chat? So anyhow, we're just don't know what you would like to talk about. I was hoping more people would have chat. I brought some stuff out to show people and whatnot, and talk to people and things. But I guess I can talk to you. I don't know who you are. I wish I did. No, they're gone. So somebody just come back. I don't know if that was the wife, but we can talk about some different things if you want. Not sure. I've got a knife set here and just something to talk about. And now I've got 0 people here. Now I've got 1 person here. So things I found this at a garage sale. Now it had the hatchet and did not have the knife. And the hatchet and the case are the hard parts to find. It's by Western. And it's just one of the things I find. I find stuff all over the place. I found this, like I said, at a garage sale. And it didn't have the knife. But you can look online and see what model knife it takes. And here's the knife that goes in it. So also a Western. So it's something I am gonna sell. I'm not terribly in love with it, but it's cool stuff. And by adding the 2 together, it's worth far more than just the one alone piece. Something I picked up the other day is a Nazi shovel. This is I'm going to guess it was made to be worn like the daggers by the kind of cool. I've never seen nothing like it before. So this shovel, guy had a bunch of daggers in this little shovel. I didn't know nothing about the shovel. And I just thought it was terribly cool. And like I said, I think it's to be worn like the daggers did by the I can't even think. See, it's got a buttonhole. So that's one of the other kinds of things I buy. I buy anything cool. And if I've never seen it before, I'm going to buy it just because I don't know what it is. So we're back down to 1 viewer. So we were up to 3 for a minute. I can talk about the silver market right now as being ridiculous. Let's turn it right side up. So that is a 1 ounce Silver Eagle. And silver is right now trading at like $110 or $15 an ounce. So this here, when I got this a few months ago, was $40. This is now worth over $115. Your silver like this is trading for a high premium. And there's a couple more. This is a silver round. My pastor at church says to me, hey, somebody gave us a big silver coin and gave us a small gold coin. Do you know anything about it? Which I said, yeah, I know what it's worth. I can figure it out. So I paid the church melt on this. I give them $50 for this several months ago when it was $50. And this is now at $115. And hopefully you know and understand that 64, pre-65 U.S. dimes, nickels, quarters, halves, silver dollars are all 90% silver. So these here, $1's worth, 4 quarters, 10 dimes, 2 half a dollars is 0.72 ounces of silver. So if you find any of that, you can take whatever silver melts at, like $115 roughly right now, maybe above that or below that, I'm not certain, and multiply that by 0.72, and that'll tell you what 10 dimes, 4 quarters, 2 halves, or any combination therein is worth. So lots of people save these. This is I had some scrap sterling silver, and I have cast silver before. So I cast this skull out of scrap sterling silver. There's the mark on the back of it, 925. So this skull is like 2.5 ounces. I made 2 of these when I made them. I've got a video up here for them. So if you want to see these skulls I cast, I gave one of them to a good friend of mine, Ordnance Paul, for helping me work on my truck, and now it's worth $300. So, and stupid things you buy that are always worthwhile. This is a stupid thing I bought. This is a Keener radio bumper sticker from the 60s with Flower Power bumper sticker. So this I'll be selling on eBay. I have no clue what it'll bring. It would not surprise me if this would bring $100 or more, even though all it is a bumper sticker. It's very cool pattern, very bright, fresh colors, and definitely from the 60s and 70s when Flower Power was important to people. So the other day I got a call down in Detroit, and I actually called my friend Paul Matson, and I got this. This here's a World War I 1-pounder artillery shell, and it comes apart, and it's still got all the fuse and stuff there. The primer is fired here, but it's a World War I artillery shell. The guy wanted $5. How can I not buy it for $5? It's got to be a $50 bill. It doesn't matter what it is. It's got to be a $50 bill. See if we can see some of the markings on there. See on markings, USA. Don't know if I can see a date on there or not. So buying cool stuff is just a matter of what it says. It's buying anything that you see that's cool. And that's the important thing, is buying the cool stuff. You can get rid of it later, but you got to buy it first. And then you've got to figure out how to sell it later. And what I oftentimes do is buy things that I've never seen before. So I bought this knife at one of the, my friend Destry was with me. We went to the Washtenaw County Sportsman's Club, and they have most clubs, sportsman's clubs, check out the sportsman's clubs, have a garage sale or whatever. And this knife pop was sitting there on a guy's table for $20. So I like these. This is old. It's Solingen. See if we can get it there. Solingen. And the thing I like most about these is this has got the old style riveted handle. Okay, like your marbles knives would have. So that handle is 2 pieces and it's riveted. Brass rivets through the handle. It's got the nut for tightening my pommel on the back. So, but for $20, how can you not buy a beautiful knife at a sportsman's club? So look for your sportsman's clubs. Go to all the shows at the sportsman's club, because there's always good stuff. I have never been to one and not found some cool stuff to buy. Just because they're sportsman's clubs, people bring cool stuff to the sportsman's club to sell, and they may not know the value, or it means nothing to them. So that's why you have to get there and buy the cool stuff with the sheath at the sportsman's club. Now, it is not a marbles knife. But this is a beautiful knife, made in Germany, probably post World War II, probably in the 40s because of this way the handle is assembled and stuff. But you can't buy something like this handmade for $20 bill here. I mean, you're lucky you can buy something made in China for $20. So that's one of them cool things that you got to buy. And sportsmen's clubs are one of the places that I find lots of stuff. And this is the time of the year. Look it up on your Facebook page. This here's the time of the year that the sportsmen's clubs often sell. Their often have their garage sales. So here's another stag. Let's see if we can see what this says. This here's a stag handle, and it's a K-bar. So my friend John Bozich had this, and it's a beautiful knife. It's got 2 blades. Beautiful stag handled K-bar knife. There we can see the K-bar here a lot better. See the K-bar? Oh, it's showing up real good in that picture. So they call these, I think, Coke bottles. See how the this looks like a Coke bottle, sort of like the way that comes up and down there. I think that's what these are called. But these old stag handle knives, anything with stag handle, I buy. If I'm at a garage sale or the flea market and there's somebody with a stag handle, I'm going to buy it because everybody buys stag handled stuff. And lots of people don't even know what stag is. That is real stag. So when you see these things, you got to buy them. No sheath, but my friend John give it to me. And that's how friends are very often. My father-in-law gave me this one. This is one everybody likes. That's a case. He bought this when he was working in the brokerage house. Look at that. Look at that. It is brand new. That thing has never seen a stone. So that's, just a beautiful knife. And people pick up these things and they don't know what they're going to do with them, just like the K-bar. It's got 2 blades. So buy these interesting old knives, especially stag handled ones. Sell them on eBay when you get a chance. And go find some more stuff. The amount of stuff out there is incredible. And this one here, I find a lot of these. This is a Schrade in the original sheath. And it's a single blade. Frontier. But any of these nice old folding hunting knives are highly desirable. Pick them up, sell them on eBay, put them up, take them to a gun show, use them for trade bait at a gun show or something. Because there's lots of gun shows and different things to buy. We went to the coin club the other day, yesterday, and guy had these silver certificates, 1935, for $1.25 a piece. 5 of them. I think he gave them to her for $6 for the 5 of them. So they're just in a holder. But when you can buy things like this here for $1.25, that's that old, you buy them, put them up at an antique shop, give them to somebody as a gift or whatever, because they are truly interesting, and they're closing in on 100 years old. 1935. Can you imagine? That's 91 years old. I can't even imagine when I was a kid what 91 years was. And for $1.25 a piece, how can you go wrong? This is something else she picked up at the coin club. It belonged to the local coin club. See the star here? That star right there? That star, if you find that on a dollar bill in your wallet and you find a star on it, pull it out of your wallet and you should be able to get at least $2 for it if it's in real good shape. And if it's something special, you can get more. So that star, that one right there, will be on there, both top and bottom, denotes that these bills were destroyed, that they had a problem with the sheet full of bills, and they destroyed the whole sheet. And then they reprint the sheet, and that star indicates that that sheet was reprinted, and they took the and they added the star to the secondary sheet to show that that sheet had been destroyed and that this is the new sheet for them. So anytime you find a star note, there are people that just collect star notes. And if you find a single or a two, probably a two might be worth $5 maybe, if it's got the star on it. So there's so much stuff that you can buy and sell out there that I don't know what. I have a hard time not making money buying and selling. There's just so many different things that you can buy and sell and make money that I don't know how not to. Oh, I got my cousin-in-law from North Carolina on. So how's it going, Bobby? Glad to see you clicked in here. So just trying to show some people some interesting things that they can buy and sell, trade, whatever. There's just so much. I would love to show you some of these guns, but YouTube doesn't want you pulling the guns out of the cabinet here. So that one, the farthest one there's an M1 Garand, made in World War II, all matching numbers. So the next one over is a 03 A4 sniper rifle. I wish I could pull these out, but YouTube would have a heart attack if I did. So that's got the original scope and everything on that 1903 A4 sniper rifle. Next to it is a M1 carbine paratrooper, inland carbine, original stock and everything. So that's got the Type 2 band and the Type 2. It's just the paratrooper, the stock folds and whatnot. So this one here is another carbine. This here is a Winchester. That's 100% Winchester. I bought that from John Bozich years ago. This one here is a Stevens what? Anyhow, it's a trench gun from World War I. Trench gun from Stevens 542 or something like that. I think it's called 5 something. I don't recall exactly what it's called. So anyhow, back to the silver and stuff a little bit. So the silver, if you've got some money to spend, the silver is doing quite well. I know my cousin was buying it, the silver and gold, for a fair bit. And this here is doubled in the last year. Doubled. So I don't know. I hope you guys bought your silver when you had the chance to buy silver, because, you know, it's just something that has doubled. And oh my gosh, what doubles these days? So anyhow, let me see. I got another box here I can show you. Everybody talks about marbles, that they lost their marbles. There is lots of money in marbles. So this box of marbles is probably worth maybe $2,500. So if you find some old marbles out and about, I'm getting a lot of, see if we take the lid off. See if they look better with the lid off. Yeah, and I can take them out and show them to you too. So look at some of these if we can. Look at that. So that's probably a $50 or $100. There's probably more than $2,500 in here. That's probably a $50 or $100 marble. This is probably a $200 marble. This is called a green Lutz, and that metallic stripe in there is what makes it a Lutz. This is another Lutz. You can see the metallic stripe in there. And marbles just are always high dollar things when you find the old. These are all German made marbles. This is called an Indian. These black ones with the stripes. See if we can get it rolled around and show you the stripes. We're weird doing things backwards like this. So here's another Indian with the stripes, the black with the stripes. So anyhow, and then like I was talking about the stag knives, these stag knives, this is a K-bar, and yeah, you can see the name right there that it's a K-bar, both of the names. I buy any stag handle knife I find if it's the right price, and then I will run them through eBay to get top dollar for them. So watch out for stag knives. And I also like the German stag knives. This one here I bought at this is the time of the year that the hunting and fishing clubs, the local sportsman clubs, this one here is Solage in Germany. And what I like about these ones here, I always ask a little more when they've got these riveted handles, them brass rivets holding the stag handle on. So I bought this at the Washtenaw County Sportsman's Club for $20. And it's just a beautiful knife, and old, probably late 40s. I don't know if the markings would put it pre-World War II or not, but you can tell it's old. Look at that leather sheath. So buy anything of quality that you find out there. I don't care if it's tools or knives or whatnot. And definitely buy any silver right now because the silver is stupid. And the gold is really crazy priced. So gold is $5,100 plus today, I see. Another thing you got to watch for is artillery. This is a small artillery shell. This is a 1 pound World War I artillery shell. And it's US. Still got the fuse and stuff in here. I don't know if it'll pop apart. Yes, it will. My friend Paul showed me how to take it apart. And it's reverse thread. Take me a second to take it apart. So there's the rest of it. And there's where the charge would be. You want to make sure it was safe and didn't have a charge. And then this unscrews from that. And these here, things like this you can find all over the place. You don't know what you're going to pay for them. But you got to go out and look to find stuff. That's the important thing, is get out there and find stuff. And it's just nice. I mean, who don't like an artillery shell? That's for certain. This is a German World War II for the maintenance groups. And I'm guessing they wore this. If you know for certain, let me know. I'm guessing they wore this like the daggers because that's got a buttonhole in it. That buttonhole? That's got a buttonhole. So I would assume that like the officers wore, and just the way it's chained, the officers wore their daggers on their side. I'm going to guess that the maintenance groups, let's see, I don't know if you can read any of that. I don't know if you read any German or not. 1936. It's all dated and stuff. So this was made for, but this was a deal that a guy had a whole bunch of daggers, and I didn't, because I had most of them in my collection. So I took this and let Carl buy the daggers, and Carl bought this for me. So my good friend Carl Kithier did that, and so this came through a bunch of daggers, but 50% of something. If you've got a deal going down and you can't make it work, find somebody to make it work with you, because 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing, is what I was always taught. So make the deal work. If you've got to have somebody else help you do the deal, then do the deal. Because that's just what you got to do. You got to make the deal work, or you ain't going to have nothing. Like I said, I got this at $250, and I've never seen one before. I don't even know what it's worth. You can look these up online, and you can't find none for sale or a price on them. They're obviously rare, or they'd be every place. You can find every dagger there is, but try and find a presentation shovel. Okay, as weird as that may sound, buy the stuff that you've never seen before. If you don't buy the stuff you've never seen before, you can't sell it or do anything else with it. So you got to buy it, and if you've got to get somebody else involved to get the deal done, 50% of something's better than 100% of nothing. And it's so important to get the deal done. And so many people lack that. So anyhow, hope you enjoyed the little thing. Like, comment, and subscribe. I buy almost anything. There's so much stuff I buy. I got some toys. Want to see a cool toy? Here's a cool toy right here. We can turn around. I don't know if you can see up here. I got brass bladed fans. Check this out. So this is a little tin toy. I bought this at Mel's Pawn Shop. If you've watched the pawn shop videos I do. And it's just a neat little toy. Check that out. Ain't that clean in the box? This is from the 60s. And it's just one of those things. But I buy all kinds of stuff. It's got a little thing goes on the top here someplace. I think it goes right on that right there. And that spins around. I have not stuck batteries in it. Should we stick a battery in it? I think I've got one right here. Takes 2 D cells. Let's see if she's going to work. I have not put batteries in it. So we've got batteries. So let's put one in it there. One in it there. Flip that down. Switch is off, so didn't start right up anyhow. Let's see. Oh, it's alive. I don't know what all it does. Got a door that opens and closes. But don't know what it takes to open the door. There it goes. So just one of them things. You got to buy cool stuff when you find it. It's the first time I've ever put batteries in it. We'll have to do a video on just this. I've got another up there on the shelf. I've got another tin toy that's never had batteries. It's a B-58 Hustler. I'd like for the batteries to come out so I can put it back up. So we'll have to, we know it works now, so we can see what it does some other time. So, but buy the cool stuff, whatever it is. If it's cool, buy it, because if you think it's cool, then you've got good taste. You know, buy it because somebody else is going to think it's cool, and you can sell it to them. So, just things like that you got to buy. I got another one here. These here, I was buying these brand new at Walmart's. I was buying these brand new at Walmart's. Probably 4 or 5 years ago. And they were $15, and I was selling them for $50, $60.
For your convenience, I have monitored to respond to the name Robbie.
So, and he still works. Still, the batteries are still good in it.
Welcome to Altair, gentlemen. I am to transport you to the residence.
So these I was buying at Walmart's for $15. Oh, you can see my price tag on there. $60.
I am to transport you to the residence.
There's my phone going off. But we don't want to talk to them. It said spam. So why would I want to talk to them? And I can't tell you. I bet I bought 20 of these at Walmart's for $15 a piece and immediately took them to flea markets and sold them for between $40 and $60 a piece. You know, you can put 60 on it like I got and then take 40, you know, if somebody wants to, because I only had 15 into it. So it's all about buying and selling. You know, you gotta buy to sell, and then when you buy it, you got to sell it, or I would have 40 of these piled up here someplace. Yes, everybody goes, they'll become worth more. Yeah, they might. I'd rather have these. Give me the silver. Give me the silver. I'll take the $40 that I got for these, and I'll buy silver back then for them. I've got plenty of silver I've got put up. So, but when you find something you can make money on, buy it. Figure out how to sell it later on. As long as it's cool stuff, you think it's cool, other people will think it's cool. If they think it's cool and you think it's cool, you can sell it to them. And that's, everybody needs a side hustle. Let me stick this back up here on the shelf. Everybody needs a side hustle. So, but anyhow, I'm glad you came and watched me tonight for a little bit. We'll do some more. And right now I'm church is at 7. It's 6:15. And I don't have, I've shown you everything I said here. I didn't know it was going to be that good. We will do more live streams. So come watch, leave some comments. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Because I can talk about most anything. I have bought all kinds of stuff. I bought a douche and enema kit for $1. Listed it on eBay and sold it for $150. I did not understand that there's a certain group of society related by a letter code, LGB something, you know what I'm talking about. They collect that stuff. Kind of weird and creepy, but I sold that douche and enema kit on online on eBay. So, like I said, and you can, there's tons of collectible stuff, whether it's a Keener radio bumper sticker, Flower Power bumper sticker that from the 60s to, you know, the German shovel, Nazi marked shovel. There's so much stuff you can buy and sell. Gold and silver is always a good thing. If you can make stuff, this was a bunch of that broken jewelry and them weighted candlesticks and stuff. I took that apart and I casted two of them two of them skulls. I enjoyed. There's a video on there about this. So watch my other videos. You should be able to find a video about buying or selling almost anything. So if you subscribe and go through my channel or whatnot, you should be able to find videos about all of my cool stuff that I buy and sell. So, all right, I'm going to get cleaned up and head to church. So, like I always say, like, comment, and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm. And God bless you. God bless America.